Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video, we'll be going through a unboxing of Needle from the ZOIDS Build Them to Battle series, and this was released by Hasbro sometime in 2020. Now, having had a look at this, I think Hasbro have done the port from Takara Tomy in 2020, but this particular, I don't know if it's a kit or a toy or a combo of the two, hence why I'm doing this review, because I'm somewhat intrigued. From what I can see, Takara Tomy, so if we actually have a quick look at the back, and the reason why I say Takara Tomy is because of the good old labeling, and obviously Hasbro over there as well. So from what I can understand, Takara Tomy did it as part of the ZOIDS Wild series. I'll say right now I'm not fully across all things ZOIDS. It's actually been a while since I've even watched it, so I'm happy to take corrections in the comments, but otherwise bear with me. I will try to be somewhat informative. So yes, ZOIDS Wild, Takara Tomy, Hasbro comes along, ports it over into what we see as ZOIDS Build Them to Battle. In this particular line, this kit is Needle. I believe in the original Wild series, it actually goes by the name of Scorpear. Given it's a scorpion. So that's what I loosely understand of things. This will probably be incentive to go watch the series. Not that I don't have enough things to watch as it is. Bit of a shout out to my soul brother of sorts, who does a really good Skeletor impression, by the way. So feel free to hit him up on Instagram. Strongly encourage him to move into Skeletor impressions. I was quite surprised and enjoyed his impressions, but this is pretty much from conversations I've had with Triple T 778, that array of numbers. We talk all sorts of weird things and stuff like that, but ZOIDS has come up a few times. And I saw this in passing while doing some browsing, and I thought, why not? It looks interesting. I don't expect it to be a full kit like what Kotobukiya have done with ZOIDS, but as I said, we'll see how it goes. It wasn't too expensive. There are 3 different sets, so this is the smallest set. There's a next setup and then a set after. To give an idea of what was in the largest set, there was, I believe there's a Liger in that one, since every ZOIDS range has a Liger somewhere. Anyway, enough of that, because that's about the extent of my knowledge. Let's actually have a look at this. So, front of the box, I would dare say that is more of a CGI graphic and not so much of the completed kit slash model. 33 pieces apparently, which isn't too bad. Pilot on the actual Zoid. That's front. Bit of the top. Some of the art obviously is trying to go over onto the little back of it, but that's not too bad. This nice cover art on the side. Got a little blurb here: Team Freedom Needle, Battaglia, and then some other languages there. Once again, there's that graphic. ZOIDS on the other side. On the bottom, just your usual preamble. And then on the back, a bit more preamble. So obviously this is needle. This one is sold separately. I'm not sure which one that is. I did see it, but it didn't really strike my fancy. But depending how this goes, and I did pick up another one that I'll do a review of in the more distant future. So needle, completed model. Another one, 33 pieces, allegedly comes with a battle mat, and yeah, build and battle. Is there any other tidbits of interest in English? Sold separately, 33 pieces and a battle mat, and your usual warnings and things like that. So not too bad. Definitely be interesting to see. So I'm going to crack this open. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if it'll be in a plastic clamshell. Looking at some of this, reason to believe there is a clamshell in there somewhere, but I don't know if it's all clamshell or is it all loose bits like Lego, is it on runners like Playmo, no idea. So for the most part, if you've never seen one of these, I'm just as new to this as you are. So I will crack this open and we will see what is inside. Okay, so now that that has been cracked open, so for what I just saw, loose parts like Lego in some plastic bags. There is a little bit of plastic shell for some parts, but we will go through that in a moment. So let's look at what was in there, as well as a cardboard insert, but that was trivial. So instruction booklet, so cover, the full picture of needle without any weird wrapping over, and nothing on the back bar instructions, which is good. This is definitely a nice piece of cover art. Okay, now I have no idea how this is going to work out because I didn't actually think of having a look before I started the recording. So there you go. That is basically what was included in the bag. So 3 bags, an A bag, a B bag, and a miscellaneous bag plus extras, I guess. Not going to be super detailed. I mean, it looks like the pincers, the legs are all pretty much just the one whole piece, but still not too bad. Nice little comic graphic of needle and I'll call them the pilot. And I'm sure if I flip it over, it's all instructions of sorts. Yes, it is. In fact, it's the start of the instructions. So if I fold this out, okay, so other than being upside down, okay, here we go. So can I get this in view? Yes, I can. Instructions don't seem too bad. In a way, that actually reminds me of was it the Lego Bionicle series? Relatively large pieces, but came together in a similar fashion. So this will definitely be interesting. Some nice coloured pieces potentially. So that's pretty much the main body and the legs. And flip this over. So at the top, so body to legs, tail. Actually interesting how this seems to, oh, I'm actually not even reading this right. So 8, 9 to build the tail. Tail attaches and then you can connect it together. It's actually not a bad look. Pincers and the head. And the final pilot going on top. And it seems to have a bit of a attack. What is this? Wild Blast. So I'm not sure if it's, looks like it could be some type of pseudo wind up mechanic. Doesn't appear to be a button trigger, but I guess we'll see. I mean, looking at this, there seems to be a bit that this piece goes and spins around. It's actually not too bad as a finished product. Well, doing its attack, I would imagine. So that was the instructions. Next piece of paper, which is slightly crumpled up. Oh, what is this? Yes, the white piece of paper that most people never read, but every product needs to have it. So this will be the battle mat. Oh, it's actually not as big as I thought. So it's actually smaller than the, well, slightly smaller than the A4 mat. Given that it has some of the cutouts, it's not the full area, I want to say area of the mat. And on the back, there are some battle rules. I'm not sure how well this will come up. Start with ZOIDS Battler on the orange hexagon with all feet on the mat. Makes me wonder that feet can be off the mat. Ready, set, unleash. Knock your opponent's battler off the mat to score 1 point. Having 2 or more feet off the mat means the battler has been knocked off. First battler to 3 points wins the match. Okay. So I'm assuming start point, and then you use the wind gimmick and stuff, I guess. That's the mat. Probably need some flattening out, that's okay. Okay, so let's have a look at these bits and pieces. So it won't be the individual parts, it's just going to go through the bag, so a bit more like a Lego type of unboxing in that sense. So that's one of the bags, bag number A, I guess. So you can see the legs, the main body. Got a bit of detailing in the parts, so they're not completely plain and boring. If I can see this piece of armor, and there's a bit of detailing on the armor, which isn't too bad. I was actually thinking I might do some panel lining on this, we'll see, just to give it a bit more pop. So that was the A bag. B bag? B? Yeah, that looks like a B. Some more parts and more of the armor pieces, and I'm assuming that's the tail. That piece looks familiar in the sense that I think that is the piece that does the wind-up action, potentially. Pincer, potentially. Oh no, there's the pincer, my bad. That's probably part of the tail. I would actually say it would even be better to do a black wash on these to actually get some of that panel lining going, given the surface area. Not to mention also give it a bit of a weathered look. So that was B. Miscellaneous parts. So there is the rider slash pilot, pre-painted for the most part. Yes, that's pretty much all I can say about that. The detailing isn't too bad. In fact, I'm actually quite surprised. I'm not sure how well it'll show up here. The eyes are surprisingly very, very detailed. Very surprised by that. Posing looks a little awkward, but that's to be expected. Some of those green pieces that was alluded to in the instruction manual. And then lastly, and this is what was in the window of the kit, toy kit. You know, I still actually don't know what to classify this as. So there's, I don't know why one of the green bits was in there, I guess for wow factor, and I have no idea what that black piece is supposed to be. Maybe it's jaw? Bottom jaw? Can't tell. So yes, that's pretty much the bags included. So allegedly all up there's 33 pieces in there. I'm not going to count them, but I will take the packaging's word for it. So yes, should be very interesting. I'll put that back there just so that we can all look at the pretty cover. Definitely, I guess it would be on par with what I was expecting. I knew it wasn't going to be a full-blown kit by any stretch of the imagination. But it's actually nice to see that the pieces there, especially for 33 pieces, is still enough to have some playability with. So that's definitely a added plus. I can't imagine it will take me too long to do. Color corrections I'm not going to worry too much about, but as I said, I actually am tempted to do some panel lining, maybe just on the pincers. We'll see how we go. Although me being me, will probably start building and go everything needs panel lining. But we'll get there when we get there. Thank you very much for watching this first video of a ZOIDS kit. I'm going to call it a kit because it has to be built. So it's still on par with Lego and stuff like that. Some form of build set. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it was informative to some people. Feel free to leave a comment down below and a like if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe if you wish to follow my channel and stay up to date with upcoming releases. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, and a link to that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you for your support to help grow this channel. Please stay safe and take care, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.